This is an instructional video on how to use the volumetric exerciser or the spirometer. So this tool measures different lung volumes, and we're going to be measuring 3 different lung volumes today. So what you can see is that there are a variety of different volumes that we can measure, amounts of air that you can exchange, and some of them are inspiratory volumes and some of them are expiratory volumes, right? Inspiratory or inhalation, expiratory or exhalation. So we're going to be measuring 3 different volumes using this spirometer. We're going to be measuring the inspiratory reserve volume, the amount that you can inhale above a normal breath. We're going to be measuring the tidal volume, the normal volume of air that you would breathe just when you're sitting here normally. And then we're also going to be measuring vital capacity. So the maximum amount of air that you can take in within one breath. So exhaling all the way out and then inhaling as much as you can. Now these different lung volumes are going to vary based on your age and your sex and your health and a variety of other factors. But we do have some average values for you to compare your values with. So remember that this exerciser can only measure inspiratory volume. So you can't blow into it. You're only going to be drawing air from it. So to begin, we're going to measure tidal volume. So in order to measure tidal volume, what you're going to do is you're going to take a normal breath out. Now you are exchanging about a ½ liter of air on average, just sitting there doing a resting breathing rate. So we want to measure that though for each of us. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a normal breath out, and then you're going to hook up to the spirometer and take a normal breath in. Now, of course, normal, it's hard to measure. Sometimes you get in your head and you start thinking, oh, well, should I stop there or should I increase it? You shouldn't feel your abdominal muscles or your rib cage really moving a whole lot. So a normal breath out, then you hook up to it and take a normal breath in. Now this diaphragm is going to move up, so you want to keep an eye on it and the scale or gauge here that we have on the unit so that you can make your recording. So normal breath out and a little breath in. Like that. So on average, that's about 500 milliliters or about a ½ liter of air. Again, it varies depending on those factors that we mentioned previously. So you're going to measure each of these volumes, including tidal volume, 3 times. And then you'll average your measurements in order to get your particular average value. So that's tidal volume. Next, we'll do inspiratory reserve volume. Remember, this is the reserve or extra amount that you can inhale up and above a normal inhalation. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a normal breath out, a normal breath in. After you take that normal breath in, you're going to hook up to the machine and take your biggest breath in possible. Now make sure during these measurements that you're sitting up straight or standing so that your lungs can expand properly. Okay, so inspiratory reserve volume. A normal breath out and in, and then hook up to the machine the maximal amount that you can inhale. So for me, that looked like it was about 2,700 milliliters on that run. Now, each run could be a little bit different, and that's why we take 3. Okay, so the last volume that you're going to measure is called vital capacity, right? Vital means life. So this is the largest amount of air that you can take in one breath. So in order to measure that, you're going to blow out all of the air that you can, hook up to the machine, and then inhale as much air as you can until you feel like you can't do it anymore. All the while keeping an eye on the gauge so that you can get as accurate a measurement as possible. So all the way out, then hook up to the respirometer and draw all the way in. So it looked like mine on that run was about 3,700 milliliters. So on that run, it looked like mine was about 4,100 milliliters. Remember, measuring 3 different times doing an average of your particular measurements, and then comparing to the norm. Now the card that comes with it actually measures inspiratory capacity, and they give you a small table for comparing your inspiratory capacity with those of your same sex and age. So inspiratory capacity is the amount that you would inhale during tidal volume, a normal breath, plus the inspiratory reserve volume. So if you want to do that comparison, you would add those two volumes and then look at the chart, female, male, and then go across the top for your height, go across the y-axis for your age as close as possible, and then you'll find a value that should match up with an average value for your particular situation. All right, I hope that helps. Enjoy!